Wow. Okay, guys, sorry it's been a minute again. I got really sick again, and suddenly I'm not sick. Spring has sprung. Life is wonderful. Blah. Anyway, so yeah, we're slowly wading through the year, and I have been waiting for any new updates on Grendizer Project G, the upcoming new Grendizer anime funded by rich Saudi Arabian oil tycoons, and that's all been radio silent as of late. But anyway, something new happened. So today, in a shocking turn of events out of nowhere, I've just found out that there is a brand new Grendizer PS5 game coming out. It was announced, here's the poster, here's the trailer, here's everything. And I'm just finding out now because for some reason, no mainstream media seems to give a shit about UFO Robot Grendizer. But I do. Now look at this, UFO Robot Grendizer, the Feast of the Wolves. Sounds very metal. First ever PS5 game based on anime from the 70s. Well, my expectations are raised. Now let me check out this crazy trailer. I don't recognize any of the game studios working on this. Okay, we see a huge map. That's a good sign. Although it's a very rural map, but that's okay because Grendizer, like most of it took place on a farm. This kind of looks like Grendizer in like a DBZ, like MMORPG League of Legends kind of map. Oh, look at that! It's Turtle King from the old 70s anime, and oh hey, Grendizer's charging up the Space Thunder. He's gonna shoot a big old lightning bolt. Hell yeah! And it's over. Huh. That's all they want to give us, huh? Well, that ain't much. Oh. Potential collector's edition items. Limited edition. Swanky. Okay, well, I was very, very hyped for this trailer a minute ago, and I have to say, this trailer was kind of shit. The game looks a little bit mediocre. I like the cel-shaded art style. I like that it's got a big, huge map. The cel shading gives me light Wind Waker vibes. And yeah, based on the setting, this definitely looks like the Grendizer TV show. It's got the TV show robot design. So I'm just spitballing here. I'm really hoping this is intended to be either a recap or a side story to the 70s Grendizer TV show. Look, I'll level with you guys. I've never watched 70s Grendizer all the way through, so I would actually be really, really stoked if this game was a retelling of the show in game format. That's what I want. That would be super fun, especially if it just went over all the big moments from the show because, you know, it's been over 40 years since the show aired. Now, if it's just a cheap original side story, I guess I could imagine that too, since this game looks a tad shitty and a tad cheap, and maybe they don't have the material to cover the entire, like, 50 episode anime. So, okay, based on this trailer, I'm just gonna guess this is probably like a network cheap game, like a $30 game. I'm hoping it costs $30. I don't imagine myself paying full price for this. I see one Saucer Beast I recognize from the old show, and otherwise I see a bunch of crappy grunt cannon fodder enemies. There's really not much to go on here, is there? Alright, let me see what the deal is with Endroad Studios and Microid SA, because I've never heard of either of those companies before in my life. Alright, starting with Endroad. Endroad is an up-and-coming new French gaming studio. It was established during the pandemic in 2019, and they've only completed one video game up to now called Fallback, which seems to be a ripoff of Fallout, but like a cheap Russian version of it. That game did come out on all consoles, and it was shipped, so I guess that's a good sign that these people are young and cheap, but also competent in their work. Okay, I see you. You seem okay. The other company is Microid SA. Oh, okay, I see. Microid SA is the publisher / producer of the game, while Endroad is the people actually doing the programming and like making the game. So these people are also the guys who have been on my radar in the past month because they just announced they're making a Steven Spielberg style Tintin game, and they also announced that they're planning on doing something with Space Adventure Cobra. Not sure what they're planning, but it's in the news. Okay, so that actually explains a lot, like the fact that all these people are French, this is all the work of France, and yeah, that also explains why the title has like Grendizer Feast of the Wolves, because French people like to use the word wolf as an insult, and so yeah, it frequently ends up in things that have like French titles because those damn French wolves can't like stop themselves. But yeah, I can see why there's no hype for this. I was hyped for this until I saw the trailer, but the trailer was bad. Like, I guess that's why no one's going to talk about it, because bad trailer is kind of worse than no trailer at all. I'll still probably get it though, especially if it goes on budget, because I expect it to. Now, thank God this is not the only Grendizer video game news this week, which is weird. And while France has presented us a slightly lackluster meal, Mother Japan, meanwhile, has something really appetizing in the oven. Now, Level 5's been kind of inactive in the US as of late, but they've came out with this game in the past couple of years called Megaton Mushi, which is like a robot building game. I guess it's kind of in the style of that game they had before that one. What was it, like LBX? Anyway, so Megaton Mushi X is the next one coming out, and it was announced this week that it will be coming out in the USA. And it was also announced this week that it's going to have a full collaboration with Toei and Dynamic Productions that will allow you to play as Grendizer, Mazinger Z, Getter Robo, and yeah, that's the whole constellation of men. I'm more excited about Megaton Mushi X just because it's a funner looking game with better options. But yeah, either way, at least we have some new Grendizer video games coming out. It's weird that there's two of them. It's weird that there's one in France, there's one in Japan. And obviously the Japanese one looks better than the French one, but hey, we'll give French a shot. Actually, now that I think about it, has France ever really like done a great video game? I really can't think of like a good video game ever from France. I mean, like England had Rare, but like France, I don't know. Like, didn't they do like Lost Vikings in the 90s? Like, that's really the only thing I can think of. And that game might have been Norwegian, not French. Huh. Oh, Lemmings? Was Lemmings French? Lemmings was fun. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go stream Super Robot Wars now, so catch you guys on the flip side. Good night!